This is Joycey.
And Blake.
And welcome to Savagely Scaled, the podcast where we embrace the grind, celebrate the scaled life, and realize that fitness is a journey, not just a leaderboard. Today we're venturing slightly outside of the CrossFit box. We've all seen the orange billboards, the Instagram posts of people running with sandbags in massive neon lit convention centers. I'm talking about HYROX. So today I'm joined by three incredible women from our local affiliate, Kingman CrossFit, who just traded their jump ropes for some wall balls and their snatch PRs for 8 kilometers of running. So let's get into it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, so we're back with that. Of course, how Joycey said, we have three amazing women that are in our gym. 2 of them have been on the podcast. One of them has not. So we're very excited to have her. So we're going to go across the room, our little square table, and say her name. And I know this isn't HYROX, but let's say her name and how many years we've done CrossFit and how many HYROX we've been in. Okay. All right. We're going to start with Pam, even though I said her name.
I'm Pam,
Go a little bit closer.
I've done CrossFit for 3 years now, and HYROX for maybe a few months. So.
Cameron, I've done CrossFit for 2 years consistently. January. Yes.
There.
I've done 2 HYROXs.
Okay.
My name is Savana. I've done CrossFit for almost 2 years now, and I've been training for HYROX since December, and I've only been in one HYROX double.
Well, of course, the first question always is, what made you guys decide, because we're in a CrossFit gym, what made you guys decide to try the HYROX class? Let's start with class first. What made you want to do the HYROX class?
I had wanted to do HYROX since before I moved here.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah, there were some girls in Louisiana who had started, getting interested in that, and I saw it, and then I moved. And then it wasn't here, and so I was like, oh, look, a CrossFit gym, like something to do. Mm-hmm. And I got into CrossFit. So then when HYROX got here, I was like, oh, there she is. Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah, let's do this. So
Awesome.
Nice.
What got me into HYROX? I would say it would be Instagram. Like, I just saw a lot of people doing it, and I was like, ooh, that looks fun. Like, the challenge of, running and all the stations and stuff like that. And then it kind of tied in with CrossFit because it had some movements like the lunges and the wall balls. And I was like, oh, I'm familiar with those. So it just felt like an easy, let me try this.
Nice.
I just heard about HYROX from the CrossFit gym with the people who are starting to get interested in it, and I wasn't planning on actually doing a HYROX competition, but I was going to the classes and thought I might as well sign up.
Nice.
What would you guys say is was the biggest or hardest transition point, to transition into HYROX, compared to CrossFit?
for me, it was the running, because you don't run that much in CrossFit. And then in HYROX, they try to say it's like a running competition with things in it. But I think it's a good mixture, but it's just, it's a lot of running. So you gotta really stay on that.
Yeah. I would also say cardio was the biggest adjustment, but I was looking for that. I wanted that. I wanted the challenge of my endurance that way. So I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I would also say the endurance, long term, just keeping on going under the stress. But yeah, the running and the cardio.
Yeah, I know we were talking about how CrossFit, I think the longest workouts go for 30 minutes maybe. And that's on occasion, but we're talking about over an hour. And I think that's the part that I think terrifies me a little bit aside from the running. So I'm glad to hear that it's a doable transition. It's just a matter of, it sounds like, practicing it. So how did you guys start getting ready for that or starting your HYROX journey?
I just came to the classes And when Cameron and I decided to go and do the buddy one, I said, well, let's just see if we can make it like without stopping and see how that goes. There's no time cap.
Yeah.
So we were like, we'll just go, we'll run the whole way, and we won't stop.
Now you do programming with Chris. Did you add anything to that or subtract from that while getting ready for the HYROX?
No, I stayed on my regular programming, and then he said instead of doing my 2 CrossFit classes a week to do the HYROX instead, because I wanted to test the waters first to see, is this something I'm gonna like, you know? But I think moving forward, I will probably put more running into my workout when it gets closer to like my next competition.
And do you still do programming with Chris?
I do. I used to do 3 days, and so whenever I signed up for the HYROX, I went to 2 days a week programming, and it was also an adjustment to do that because I'm in the mindset of like I enjoy the CrossFit classes, so I was like, okay, what am I cutting? Like I don't want to cut the CrossFit classes. So one of the programming days I went to 2 days doing that, and then I think it was like 2 days a CrossFit class, and then 1 HYROX Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, but I had to plan that. I was like, oh my god. When the first week I was just like FOMO because I wanted to go to a class, but I already had something planned, so I was like, oh, I can't. Like, dang. But yeah, it's just
a good point.
Planning your schedule around that, and like your schedule's going to change because you're adding something. And it was also the adjustment of physically like doing more. So you're like, that was an adjustment. Like the more cardio, I guess, would be like the adjustment for me. What was
Yeah, your guys' classes look so fun.
They do.
They are.
Like I get
like
the
them.
FOMO.
I get FOMO. Yeah.
So I would normally do like 4 days a week CrossFit, and whenever Carol brought the HYROX classes, I started going 3 days a week and then do the Saturday HYROX. So I'm still getting my 4 days a week.
Nice.
That's pretty much it. Like I said earlier, I really didn't plan on actually doing a competition. I just wanted to kind of work on my endurance and cardio, and that's how it happened.
working on it, killing it.
Yeah, she's doing really
For
good.
real.
What made you guys want to do a duo? Now, with you guys, both of you had the same partner, Pam and Cameron, and then Savana and Cameron. So what made you guys want a duo instead of a solo or instead of a relay? Was it time? Was it just more comfortability? Because I know solo work is really hard, right? That's a big step to take, and doing all those things by yourself. Compared to the duo or relay. So what made you want to choose?
Since I hadn't ran in so long, and I used to be like a 1 to 3 mile a day runner, and then I haven't ran since I've moved here. So I thought that's a long way to go by myself and have to do all the stations by myself. So I thought, double up the work, and then we just run together.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be as hard.
Yeah. I also liked pacing with them. Like it was just running with somebody instead of running solo. The solo was it is intimidating. Like even doing 2 doubles, I'm like, okay, like I don't know if like that's a lot of work, girl. That's a lot of work. Well, you're running and then you're doing the stations all by yourself. Like whenever I get to a station, I'm like, like I just gotta do 200 meters of this, and then somebody else is taking over. I get my break. Like
That's what I was gonna say. The breaks must be nice.
Yeah. So it was definitely like just wanting to get in there with somebody and like sharing it. Like you know what I mean? Like that's what it is. It was fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Sharing the workload, pretty much, being able to get those breaks in, and I'm not really a great runner, but having somebody to try to keep the pace up with, just keep on going as long as they're going is very motivational.
Yeah, definitely. I think when you're done with the station and you get back out there and start running, to me that was the hardest part of the run, the first lap. And so if it wasn't for Cameron being there like right by my side, I might have walked. Or slowed down a lot, but when you have somebody else there with you, you're like, I don't want to disappoint them.
That accountability.
You got to keep going.
Exactly.
It's a good push to have that person to be like, okay, they're running, I have to run. So, and in an instance, the other person is probably thinking the same thing. So it's really good.
Motivation.
Yep, really good motivation.
Was there like a station that you just considered like your demon station where you're like, this one's going to be the one that I know I'm just going to struggle with? And what was that like?
The wall balls for me.
Yeah.
Poor Cameron, she basically did all the wall balls. I kept getting no repped.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, I mean, and my legs felt great, funny enough, because like that's the last station. So now
Right.
you're pumped and you just want to go. And I kept throwing them, and
It was the depth? Yeah.
no, it was the
Hitting the marker?
the ball wasn't hitting close enough to the little marker, and it wasn't doing the signal.
Oh,
And
man.
so
She was missing the target, so she wasn't tapping it. But she was getting all these wall balls in.
Oh my
She was
gosh.
doing the wall balls, but
Like-
they weren't touching the target.
yeah,
So it touches a target and a number on the top appears? Gotcha. Okay.
yeah, so it was like a sensor. So I was going past it. I just wasn't close enough to it. And I would do like 15 and
Oh my
get
gosh.
like maybe 8. And so I was just looking at Cameron
Oh
like,
no.
I'm done.
She was working, girl. She was working.
She's like, I'm just mentally so upset. Like, let's switch.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So Cameron carried me on those for sure.
Mine would be the skier. It's the very first station.
Yeah.
The very one. First one, I was like, oh gosh. So on that one, Pam, like, she was like, well, going into it, you have to strategize and talk to your partner and find your weaknesses and like, hey, like, I'm gonna struggle here. And they're, yeah, if you have a good partner, they're like, yeah, girl, like, I got you. Like, well,
Right.
they know their weaknesses and you know what I mean? So it's
Right.
like, it definitely evens out because like she held us for the skier. I was just like struggling, girl. Like I just get like, it's just keep on going, girl. This is something I had to work
And
on.
the movement for the skier, I feel, is one of like the hardest things to get. Like I've gotten on, yeah, like I don't know.
They
Maybe
say
the
I'm
height
doing it
factor.
too squatty and I'm like, like I
It's like
get,
a
I-
hip hinge
yeah,
rather than
I
a squat
know.
movement.
Yes.
Really?
But it's
What
just
about the lower back? Oh man.
but
I feel like it's more like a deadlift, and you have to like go into it with that, and then you relax. And when you watch certain videos, a lot of people pull all of their stuff at the beginning. It should be at the end. That
do like a
at the
flip.
end,
look at the wrist.
and that's where the fan should go vroom, and then it's the release,
Like
like,
a
rowing.
slow.
Yep.
Yeah.
The pros know, man.
yeah, Van
They know
killed the
what's
skier
up.
too.
I like the skier.
Yeah,
a lot.
so
It wears me out, but like
Yeah.
I feel like you can get a good rhythm of it and keep
So-
going.
That's awesome.
choosing the partner was definitely like, who's gonna be doing this skier?
That's another big thing to think of is like who's going to be the person that's going to fit well with you or has the same kind of like mentality when it comes to tackling a workout. Yeah, that's a big part.
What was your station, Savannah?
Probably the lunges. It's like the second to last, I think. And my hamstrings are just on fire. And Cameron took care of most of them, but yeah, the lunges and the burpee broad jumps.
I forget about that.
It just takes you out. Just
Awful.
yeah.
So that's where I was like, okay, I think I could be on a relay team because I don't want to do the burpee broad jumps. And I think there was one other one that I was like, I'm okay at that. But I was like, definitely the burpee broad jumps. But when you're in a duo, you're like, well, I still got to do everything. Yeah. Here I am.
Oh man.
But then you're like, oh, my partner needs me, and then you just kind of like jump into it. You're like ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just got to keep going.
Yeah, with going into like the partner thing, like, did you guys ever, I know you guys go to classes together. Did you guys ever train together, like as if you were a team getting ready?
Yeah, like Carol would say, if you have a partner here in class, that's your buddy for the day. Like, yeah, so that's what you would do.
How was that? Like, I know you two are sisters, Savannah and Cameron, but like, have you guys ever done a competition other than HYROX together?
No.
How was it finding each other's weaknesses? Like, did you just talk it out and be like, hey, this is definitely not it, and then strategize that way? Or did you come to find out as you were doing HYROX what you were better at? How did
Yeah,
you
like whenever we were like practicing in class, you know, Cameron would be like, "Oh, I don't like the skier." And I'm like, "Oh, well, I feel like I'm kind of all right at it, you know, I'm still learning it." But I think between the two of us, we could conquer it, you know. And like she's killer on lunges. Like she's quick, so I was like, all right, I'll
This
go
is gonna work.
first.
Yeah.
And then let you just carry those. So yeah, you just kind of figure out like what you got going on. Like I like the burpee broad jumps. So I don't mind doing those.
A
Right.
long jump. She has a long jump. She gets like 2 in the span of I get 1. So
Wow.
okay, girl.
It's not that. What is it? The broad jump going.
Yeah. And then, even though you guys are sisters, did you guys plan also? Were you just like,
Well,
or were you like, oh no, Cameron doesn't like this skier because Pam told me?
No, it was a discussion as well. She's very verbal about about it in the HYROX classes of what we both are about what we like and what we don't like, and where we're more strong. But yeah, we've done like the barbell mayhems together and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we're kind of a little bit familiar.
yeah.
Like we know each other pretty well.
We're related.
And how were you guys put together? Like, did like Carol say like, oh, you guys should do it together? Or you guys just picked each other out in class, or what was that like?
I posted, or no, I didn't post it. Justin posted a thing that he was
Oh, that's
gonna
right.
go, and I commented looking for a partner, like, who's down? And then Pam immediately was like, I think it was the same day. She was like, I'm down, and I think we got the tickets literally like the same
No
day.
way.
Like, yeah, so it was just like a Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me a little bit more about like I don't know about like the price and like how it takes to like register. Like, is it easy? Is it hard? And like, what was the cost like for people who don't really know or jump into an event?
So the double in Phoenix was a little bit more pricey than the double in Vegas. I think the Phoenix one was considered a Worlds, so maybe that had to play a part in it. And I think there's like 4, I could be wrong, but 4 Worlds in the world.
Wow, that's kind of prestigious.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We understand.
Yeah.
That's my brain.
I think it was like $250 a person. So
okay,
and then
okay.
the Vegas one, what was that?
Vegas was like $150 a person, I think,
Yeah,
and then
okay.
like the taxes and stuff, it ended up being like $300 and something for both of us.
And that's without the photo.
Hey, that's important though. That's important.
We paid for the photos
come out
after.
good.
Yeah.
Were those kind of pricey? Just curious.
No,
Oh, okay.
for the like they just scan your face and find every single picture that you're
kinda
in,
cool.
and you can pay for all of them for like $40.
That's not
It
bad.
wasn't bad at all.
See, we should have stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah, so like I scanned my face, I paid for my photos, and most of them had her in it.
Yeah.
So
She's
like even when she's on the skier, it had me in the background. So I was like, hey, I got some photos of you here.
Yeah. Smart. Okay.
How were the nerves leading up and then the day of? Like, was anybody nervous?
Like, what was
Excited?
the vibe like?
Yeah.
I think it was the unknown, So like probably like the week before, I was like, oh my God, are we really doing this?
Yeah.
Did I book the right hotel room? How far away are we from, the center? Like, is that all squared away? Because
Right.
I was more scared of not getting there on time. Or something
That's
going
right, 'cause
wrong.
The heat numbers and the
Well, because you
times.
get penalties too if you go before or after your.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're really strict though. Like they have you with marker on your arm and they watch like where you're going and
Oh,
I mean it's
wow.
very
They
organized.
had a little ankle chip, so they put like a little.
It's like a tracker thing
Yeah.
that you strap
like
on
the
your ankle.
marathoners put on.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think right when we got there and we went in the warm up area and then they kind of like get you all in this big old, tent and they're like giving you the pep talk and getting you all excited. That's when I was like, oh my God.
Like,
we're
how
doing
many
this.
people were there? Like, you guys remember?
Oh,
Like,
thousands.
Oh my
It
gosh.
was, right? Like it was,
So
yeah.
the heats, so it's basically set up like a heat system. You got a time, and it's like I would say like at least 50 double.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
for a
Pairs.
heat. So you're in this tent with like 100 people, and like I don't know, it was really good motivating you. And they're like, look at your partner, hug them, and then they're like very high five your neighbor. Yes, and then they get you in the middle, like, and then wow,
Get you
so it's,
huddled.
they
Okay,
get you
I love
hyped.
that.
They get you hyped. I really liked it too. Yeah,
I love that.
it was really good.
Like I'm excited now.
It's like, let's go run a mile.
But it's also like, so your heat starts, but there's already heats out there.
Yeah.
So then it's not just the 100 that are out there. Because when I went, I was like, oh my gosh, there's tons of people. And I was just spectating. And thankfully Pam was there with Eric because I was like with Harper. And I'm like, where is everybody? But yeah, I didn't realize like how big. And when I stepped in, I was like, this seems fun. I mean, running's not my style, but that's okay. This seems really fun.
Energy was definitely
Yes,
there.
the energy is
there.
so
They
fun.
have a DJ.
Wow.
You guys are dying.
Running in a track, right? So that's why people could see. What is it like with running with other people? Because I don't know about y'all, but when I bump into people, it just drives me nuts. But I mean, what was that like, having to share heats and having so many people around you?
They had a fast lane for the faster people, and then
okay.
it's just like the slower you are, like the more on the outside you go. So there were some people walking, and then some people jogging, and
Very
wasn't too bad.
organized.
Yeah.
I think the most difficult part of running was like, say like you're already like in your third like go around and you got all these freshies coming out like starting. So they're all hyped up and giving each other high fives and they're zipping past you and it makes you want to go.
Yeah.
You know, it's like don't go, don't follow them, don't do it.
I think it's funny that you know, like, who just did the farmer's carry, because then you see the chalk on their pants and you're like, we know she just got out. Like,
That's coming.
you know, they're almost over.
Yeah.
The final stretch.
That's so fun. That's so cool.
So I know we talked about like what station and things like that. Did you guys have before going in, other than like I don't like skier or, you know, the wall ball situation that you had, that you were like, oh, I'm definitely going to kill it, and then it changed? Like something that seemed harder when you got there that wasn't?
The running, the first lap actually felt really good. I was like, wow, I can do this all day. And then probably like the fourth or fifth lap, I was like slowing down a lot. And then in like the last two, I ended up fast walking a little bit. But yeah, the running felt really good at first. I was optimistic, and then, you know, it just takes you out.
I think it was after the burpee broad jumps. You're just like, that's always, that's it. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
For me, it was the sled pull, because that rope is so long and stretchy. I felt like I kept pulling and pulling before it even got tight enough for the sled to move.
Oh, man.
That was a big eye opener.
Did you guys have anything on the sled push? Because I know there's been a lot of talk on like how the flooring is, and there was some people were like, yeah, certain areas you cannot move the sled. And I was talking to Carol about that, and I was like, do the judges move you if you see that somebody is struggling? She said that they could, because there were some things like when the Vegas one was happening in UK, they had a wall ball line. People had to wait in line, and it ruined their time. They didn't fix their time. And there were people who were talking on Instagram and TikTok about how sled pushes some of the grounds during certain competition areas. Some are glide better than others. And there have been times when like a judge can come by and they can scan your chip and be like, add time or subtract it for penalties.
Right.
And even move you if they've noticed that track area. Did you guys have any trouble with any of those?
No, the sled push was actually really easy. We were able to kind of run it. I think it was like the second one. Because at the gym, we practice on like that blacktop floor, and it's kind of uneven in there. So comparative to like the carpet that you're able to push on, it felt easier. At least the lane that we were in, it felt not too bad
It did feel easier, like she said,
in the competition.
than like the gym floor. Yeah, because it's like carpet in the competition. You know what I mean? The gym floor is like rubber.
That's true.
Yeah.
So that's what they were saying. Like some of the carpets were thicker or not, and they were having people stick. Like there was a whole ordeal that was going on.
Yeah.
But I just remember people in the UK that they literally had to wait in a line and wait until they had a station. And I was like, oh, shouldn't your time be met? And they didn't change anybody's time. At that moment, I'm sure if all the videos that are going around, they probably will. But like at that moment, they didn't change anybody's time. And I was like, well, that's not their fault. They have to wait in line.
Right.
That's more of your event, how it's run and station wise. Which, did you find any stations that like there was a little bit of backup, or there was always an open area? Because when we went to Vegas and I was only there for a little bit, but I felt like it was run very, very good, and there was open. I didn't get to go to the Phoenix one with y'all, but it seemed very like there was always a station or available spot for you when you got to your station.
Yeah. I think Phoenix was a little bit better set up.
Okay.
You know, it seemed a little bit more open and you could see everything a little bit better. It wasn't so like crammed. But we would get there and there'd be plenty of empty spots. They just kind of tell you where to go and you do it and then you zip on out.
On both of them, both Phoenix and Vegas, I think we were the first day, and it was like relatively, I'd say like not early. We did 2 p.m. and then we did 9 a.m. So I feel like the first day maybe it just wasn't. It wasn't like it was popping, but it wasn't. Like there was a lot of stations available.
Yeah. Especially on I just remember in the rowing section, we had to run like an extra 100 meters just to get to the other side to the free one. They wouldn't seat us at the first couple. So I just remember, keep running.
Great, another 100 meters.
Yeah, because I had so many questions after just going there for like the hour. And so I asked Carol, I was like, oh, like if something breaks down, because if you're going the first day in the first heat, those things are fresh. Like what happens to the end, or if this breaks down or that. And then I found out like their rower wasn't working in Vegas. And I'm like, I had so many questions because I was like, this seems really cool. But what happens if all this fails? Is that your fault or is it their fault? You just never know.
Yeah. You would think it'd be theirs because it's a malfunction in like the equipment.
What station did you guys absolutely feel like you absolutely crushed it? Even if you felt really good at training in our gym, going there and having everything, like what one were you like, I absolutely crushed that and I could do that 20 times?
I feel like we really did great in the burpee broad jumps, I think the sled push, and the rower.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, we killed the rower. Because I felt like we did.
Yeah, bro. You're there. For me, trekking along on the rower, but I'm a leg person, so I would say the walking lunges I really enjoyed, and the wall balls. I was like, yeah, girl.
Crazy.
Those are the ones I liked.
Yeah, my strongest parts are probably the ski and the row, and then the sled push just felt really easy. You can run, but yeah.
All right, I was going to ask about a very controversial, I guess, HYROX point about like the judging and what the judges are like and how they're a little bit different in terms of like HYROX versus CrossFit. I know you brought up a little bit of some no reps that you got because of the sensor. Were there other kind of examples where you were just like, I don't know, that was questionable, or you're just upset about a no rep or anything like that came up?
So, not to flex or anything, but we, like Phoenix or Vegas, we got no penalties. So.
Nice.
Yeah, so.
Not bad.
Thanks, Carol. Carol prepared us. Like, she definitely did. Like, with,
It's very technical.
Yes.
Like on the burpee broad jump, your hands and your feet have to be within like 11 inches of each other whenever you get up.
Yeah.
And then whenever you go back down.
And she said, don't. Yeah, she definitely.
So she was just telling us to have our hands like right by our feet, so there's not even like a question about it.
Yeah.
And I did get a compliment from the judge on my burpee broad jump form, even though I only did like 3.
Yeah.
But
It's still, hey, it worked. Shut up.
Yeah, on both events, I was just, I think I've said it aloud, but I'm like, thank God, Carol. Like, thank you. She definitely
Holds you to a standard.
She did. She set us up good.
Going into that, so you trained, you did the race, but before that, who decided like how much you're gonna do? Did you get that from class on deciding how much each person's gonna do for each one, or like broad jumps, like, oh, you have 5 compared to I'll do 2. Wall ball wise, we're breaking those up in 10s. Like, who decided who is going to do what? How did you guys come to that conclusion? Rep wise.
I think whenever we were like doing the classes, she was like, okay, skier, not my bag. And I was like, well, then let's maybe do 200 meters if you can, and then I'll do a little bit more. But I think as the comp went on, it was like, okay, we run into an area. How you feeling? I'll hop on this now. And you just go. And it's hard to say like, okay, we'll each do 10 burpee broad jumps.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, when you get there, you're not going to do 10 burpee broad jumps. That ain't happening. You might do 5 or 3. So it's just like, do what you can and then just be ready to like continue on for your buddy. And you kind of just end up playing it by ear, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think you definitely have a strategy going in, like a plan A, and then you get there and just see how you feel.
Do as much as you can.
Yeah, I think it does, like on the runs right before you go into the end. Both times I was just like, do you want me to start? Do you want to start? You just kind of like, you talk through the whole time. Like, you gotta see how you are. Like, are you doing good? Are you doing good? Are you like, so you definitely have to strategize as you go. But also, like, if your plan doesn't follow through, like, that's okay. That's okay. Just get through the work.
Definitely communication. That's
Yeah, the same thing. It's just you plan, oh, I'm going to do this much, you're going to do that much, but it's like you just keep going, you tap out, the other guy goes.
Yeah, with your communication now, sometimes like when I've just done CrossFit competitions, it's a look that I give my partner or like a one word thing. Was that like, as you're getting exhausted, how do you communicate with somebody? Are you guys using like full sentences or is it a look or just like,
You good? I did a few times like, do you want me to start? Like, because on the runs, whenever you get back into a station, you're like, you want to start off, in my opinion, of like, who is like, let me give her a break because I know the run just like took it out of her and I am okay to start this, but then like really take my break whenever she's doing her thing, you know? So it's like,
like who's got the gas in the tank when you get in there, you know? So when we got to the wall balls, she went first and she popped out 30. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh, well, that's not happening here. I don't have
Good
that.
job, girl, but I'm doing 5.
and that's totally fine, girl. That's what the partner's there for.
Like, you good for another 30? Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to sit down over here while you get that done.
That's wild.
I love those times where I'm like, it's okay, I got you.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it. I'll do it.
Yeah.
That's what we're made for.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you definitely lean on that partner.
Did anybody complain during training? Like, who complained the most during training in your about movements or anything?
We are all very optimistic. I would say that. I would say we are all just like, we got this. Just get in there, do the work, and like, we'll survive. We will survive.
Human CrossFit way.
Not me. I'd be like, oh my gosh,
That's
I do not want to
give me
do
the look, and I'll be
I'm
like, okay.
I don't want to do this one.
She's dead.
I'd just be like, mm-mm. Yeah.
Faces, man.
Who's the better runner?
Cameron.
They both pointed to Cameron.
These are great.
Did you guys pick team names? What would your team names would have been?
I feel like me and Ben would be sister.
Sister Swin.
Yeah. Every time we do something together, I always sing that, like, sister,
That's so
sister.
cool.
With the nails.
I think we were swole sisters one year.
Yeah.
I love that.
And then it's like Pam and Cam. Like,
That's cute.
It rhymes. It rhymes. It's good.
That's really
This is why they both picked Cameron to be their partner.
Pam. I love that.
What surprised you most about the HYROX experience? That makes you want to go back for more? Because I'm thinking you guys want to do more, right? So what surprised you? Both of you. Flex on it.
We know what I want to say.
Oh, sorry.
So yeah, what surprised you most about like
They're so
that
pumped.
experience?
I think the encouragement. There's just so many people out there, and everybody's there for their own person, but like they all have the signs up, and it's just very motivational. And everybody's like the people running past you that still have their breath are like, keep on going, like don't stop. I think one girl out on the sidelines was like literally screaming at us to keep going, like don't stop. I was like, okay, I won't stop.
Just for you.
I was surprised about like how many different types of people were there. Because
Yeah.
in Phoenix, it kind of seemed like a lot of the heavy hitters, you know, like the pros were there. You were like, dang, these people are like serious. And then in Vegas, it was like, oh, look, a granddaughter and her grandfather. And, well, I think in Phoenix, a pregnant lady ran past us.
Wow.
She had a signed baby's first HYROX.
That's so cool.
It was cute. It was.
Oh man.
Was it Tia Toomey? No.
That's impressive.
Yeah, because when I went to Vegas, it was just encouraging to go there. I was like, this is fun. The atmosphere is fun. And then seeing all the encouragement and then seeing all the different types of teams, I was like, oh, this does seem kind of fun. I could do this.
And also, like, the people that go to root you on, they can follow you throughout the whole thing. So they could see you run, then they could be at your station, so you'll see them there. Then
I
they'll
love
see
that.
you at a different part of the run. So you could always, like, kind of keep your mind, you know, like, off of what you're doing and looking for your person, you know, and high-five them and all that.
Shout out to Carol and Justin
No doubt.
being at every single station.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
They started it, man. They started it all, Carol. I'm curious about like the recovery of like after doing the event. What was that like?
My legs
And
were
how does that compare to like CrossFit?
I don't do a lot of recuperating. I just kind of take my creatine and stuff like that. But my legs were completely dead the day
the
after.
next day.
And we had to go back to Vegas for a kid's birthday party. But yeah, just a lot of rest. And I was using my roller and yeah, it was hard.
It was her.
So in Phoenix we did it at 9 a.m. and like we had like the little hotel breakfast and it was over like 10:30. Yeah, so I was able to eat after. So that one felt really good. I did have like a 3-hour car ride home and like but I was soreness but stretching and stuff like that definitely helps. In Vegas, we were 210, so I did have a breakfast, but I didn't eat anything prior. And so I ate like 7 a.m. and then we didn't get out of the like venue or the event until like we did some shopping after, so we didn't even end up eating until like 7 p.m. So it was like a big stretch, and I did that like 2-hour like workout, and so on that one I did feel like I didn't fuel properly, and like I just. That's just what it is. I didn't fuel properly. And then they do have like water, but I didn't drink nearly as enough that I should have. And so I did feel sick after that one. And then we also had to drive home. But that one, the Vegas one, took it more out of me just because I didn't fuel properly and I felt sick and I was just like, oh shit, like, and I never really like hit that spot before, and so that was a weird one. But now I just know, like, you know, like. Fueling is important. I've known that, but I think I just got wrapped up in the day. I think I just like we ate breakfast, we drove there, it was
We were like excited.
and then I wanted to go shopping after, and like
That's true.
yeah. So definitely just be mindful and like think about fueling while you're doing it, and not just doing it.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to like bring snacks with you, or how does like the check-in thing? Because I did walk in and see like a bag check-in. Like, can you not bring your bag back with you, or
like
how does
cooler,
how does that go?
Yeah, so if you're a competitor, you like if you bring a water bottle, you're gonna lose it. Like there's no place to put it. There is a bag check area. So right before you go in to warm up, you could go check your stuff, and they're gonna warm you up about 15 minutes before your heat anyways. So it's not like you're gonna be without. And then there's water in the warm up, and there's water at the stations. So you're kind of okay. Cool. But if you have like friends that are watching you, you just give all your stuff to them, and then they just carry it for you. It's not that big of a deal, really.
Yeah, they told us that we're not allowed to have, like, if we bring anything with us, like, through the workout, it has to be on our person. We can't, like, bring a water bottle, set it down, do our station. You have to be able to run with everything on you.
Either, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And also, like, if you're watching someone, like, you can't give them food or drinks. So you can't pass anything over to your competitor.
Oh.
So.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I did see girls like with the running belts, like
the fanny
one,
pack things
with the goose in their pocket.
Yeah, I
and
do
they
see
were
those a
about
lot.
to do those.
Like the energy little
and they
packs.
have
Energy gel.
And they have the trash cans next to the waters when you're in and out.
It sounds very marathon-y because I remember marathons or half marathons being like that, with like every station having water and like the gel energy packs or banana slice or whatever, things like that. Cool. Another question I had was like, I guess event aside, like it sounds like after the event was over, there was like shopping. You had a chance to maybe like see other people. There was some elite people you mentioned in Phoenix. Like, what was that like outside of doing like the HYROX event itself, but like everything else around it?
In Phoenix, they had like a braid station where you can have your. But I'm assuming that's for like the before, like girls
to get ready.
And they also had nails, which I was like, girl, they setting us up. With that
Okay. See, I like that stuff. I like
Yeah.
that extra bonus
But
things.
the store was really cool. A lot of cute stuff. And
And
they
look at
had,
your sweater.
I know, Paula.
Reppin'.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And they had like Phoenix specific HYROX merch and Vegas specific HYROX merch. So you could get like, specific for the event, but they also had like just regular HYROX
That's so cool.
merch as well. Just
I love that. Any elites that you guys saw that you were excited to see?
I didn't know of any elites.
I was like,
But I mean, we were pretty elite. I think.
Yeah.
We kind of carried ourselves pretty well.
Heck
but
yeah.
when we were waiting, you could like watch people
Right.
that are already going, and you could kind of tell by the way they're zipping around that track that like, they're probably them. You know what I mean?
man.
Like, yeah, they
That's
were
so cool.
they were fast. It was crazy.
That's awesome.
it was cool to see people at the event like doing it, and then later on be on Instagram and be like, oh my god, I saw her. And I didn't know that was her. like she has, you know what I mean, like a big following. I was in the background of somebody's TikTok and or Instagram reel or whatever, but I was like, oh my gosh, like I didn't even know she was like
A big thing,
yeah, like I saw her. We
were there. Look at me in the video. I saw Cody was there. You know Cody Klein. With the jean shorts that he wears every time when he works out.
Yes, I was like, yeah, these are on the days that I couldn't go. I was like, there were so many people.
There were a lot of
And then
it was a
Phoenix, like,
one.
I knew a ton of people that when I lived down there that was going. And then you guys were going. And then same with Vegas, there were so many. And I was like, dang it, everybody's going on Friday. And I
Everyone's
couldn't
doing
get a ticket on
HYROX.
Friday. But it was so fun to go on Saturday. So it was, I was like, man. But the Spectator, I didn't realize like Friday had sold out for a Spectator anyways. Because was like, oh
You
yeah.
know tickets to be a spectator?
Yeah.
What?
And I didn't get questioned about the kid. They were like, okay, no problem, and gave her a bracelet because I was ready. I had it on my phone. I was like, don't you dare ask me because I'm going to shoot you right here.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you have to pay to spectate. You get a cool little bracelet. I thought as a spectator it was really cool. And seeing like all the merchandise and everything. Speaking of like, what shoe did you guys pick?
A running shoe or a...
Well, most people do a running shoe, right? And in CrossFit, like we usually say, hey, if you're lifting, don't do a running shoe, even if there's some running. But what shoe did you guys pick to do this stuff in?
I had on my trusty Under Armours. Like that was it right there.
Yeah. The first race was the Under Armours, and then me and Van had matching Nikes, and so I was like, well, we
On
gotta
accident.
match.
It wasn't planned.
For the outfit.
Yeah.
I got some, I forgot what they were called, but they're Nikes that I started wearing whenever they started the classes just because I got them new and I was like, okay, we're going to be running. And then I've been wearing them to every class. And then Cameron was like, oh, I think I have the same one. So we just matched.
Yeah.
How was that? Like, is it like, were your shoes comfortable to wear? Like your outfit? Because there's things like mishaps or like learning from the first one that you did. Did you do anything different in your second race? Like how was everything like?
I would say they were similar in the prep for it. Going in it, I felt like it was very similar too. I don't think there was any. I felt like it was,
Anything different? Yeah.
No
I mean,
learning curve.
yeah.
More, I guess
Just
you
keep
want
on
to be more
keeping on.
prepared, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
you knew what to expect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I knew what to expect, and like going into it, my headspace is just like, do your best, like get in there, you're gonna do it, we're gonna get through this. So I guess like it's not really, my mindset's not like in the competitive, like I'm in this to win this. It's more of like an experience for me, and like it is, I'm getting something out of it, definitely. But it was just, I would say it's just more the experience of doing it, and like I know I'm gonna finish it. I just have to like buckle down and do it.
Yeah.
But I would say like they were really close together. And
Yeah.
so there was no really like there was no time to really change anything either, I would say. But like I would like if we do another one, I think there's going to be one November, December. I feel like that's a big gap where we could like hone in on some things like running and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Even when I was watching, I was like, oh, I don't think I'd wear that. I'd do that. So, like, with Blake, with running, like, shorts, I would love to wear shorts because I was like, oh, I'd get overheated.
It's
but
chafing.
and I don't want to deal with that. And there's so much
that's
running
smart.
in it that I wouldn't. And
It's good to know.
yeah, so it was just very eye-opening, the little part that I had that, and you guys experienced all of it, that it's just so cool. And it's nice that you guys also train together. Like, even taking those classes, I feel set you up to like not make major, differentiate.
Technical
Yeah.
mistakes.
Or be like, okay. Or was there anything that you learned during yours and Pam's for the race that you were like, hey, Savannah, this is what we're going to change or do? I know that, Pam, you said that they changed the areas of things, right?
They did. I noticed ours in Phoenix, it seemed like they had one of the stations they weren't in order, I think, in Vegas. One of them was
Yes.
Okay.
but that might have just been
Yeah.
for space.
Yeah, I think it was a space thing.
Yeah.
In Phoenix, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the wall balls were like off to the side 8. In Vegas, it was like 1, 2, 3, jump over here, 4, 5, 6, and then go in the middle.
8 was right in the
Yeah.
middle.
That was just a little bit
Interesting.
different for that one.
So you really had to pay attention.
Yeah, but they released like course information,
Like a map.
map. So you have time to study that before and like learn it. And then we both times went early to check it out and see other people doing it. So you kind of have a feel of like, you just have to make sure you're going in the in and leaving out the out.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
The in and the out, that kind of gets confusing when you're running because it's like 2 laps. But then before you get started, they say you're running 2, but you're going to go in on the 3rd because when you exit, you pass the entrance. So when you go out, you run past your in. So that's 1 time past the in, 2 times, you know what I mean? So you're really
that
running.
sounds like confusing to me. I'd be like, Blake, where am I going?
I know.
Oh no, girl! I thought you were paying attention. I didn't bring my contacts today.
But like, so they had a board, like a screen, and you could look up there and try to see your name, and it'll let you know like what station you're at, or if you're running, it'll say lap 2 of 2 or 1 of 2. I didn't realize that was there until like probably like the 5th time around. I was like, oh, look at that right in front of our face. Like,
I love how there's so much high techness in HYROX. Like you guys said, like the sensors, like count the reps, and you can see where you're at and all of that. Like that's so different.
It is, but sometimes tech doesn't always work.
That's true.
yeah, you get no rep.
That's what I'm saying. I would have been like, that's totally a pass. But I mean,
But that's the thing, like, we've seen the videos where wall balls and they're counting them because the sensor's counting them, but they're not doing depth. Do they have anything about depth? Or I've even seen the opposite where people are hitting depth and they're like, why am I getting no reps?
They usually have judges there with like a tablet, so I don't know if they can on their tablet maybe do a no rep if you don't go deep enough, so it like does it on the sensor. But there's usually a person there checking your depth, and then the target counts your if you hit it.
Okay.
And they even had boxes for some people who might have like issues.
Yeah.
So, but they would make them like actually sit and then stand. And
Oh wow.
so they were strict on those guys too.
I think they've been seeing like the videos. Their PR team has to and be like, hey, if we keep getting these things, this is going to backfire on us if we're trying to get better at stuff, which is good. And it's nice that they have the boxes and everything because you want to include everybody.
Yeah.
And that's what it was fun seeing in Vegas, that it was including everybody.
Yeah.
What advice would you give somebody who wants to do their first HYROX?
Train. Sorry.
I was gonna say, just go for it.
The two sisters.
I have seen, like, on Instagram and stuff, people just doing it, and you obviously can. You just got to keep going, but, like, if you don't want to die, then you should probably train at least in your keeping your heart rate and your endurance and running and cardio. Yeah.
Or like at least learn how to do the stations. Because you don't want to
rules.
get no reps,
That's
or get penalized constantly. So learn how to do like the pull and the push and like stay in your box and those little things.
With the sled pull and the rope, your partner isn't allowed to, like, touch the rope. But I forgot, and I was trying to get it out of her way so she didn't step on it. And Cameron was like, put that down.
Luckily, we didn't get caught.
We didn't get caught. We didn't get a
a
penalty.
video on it. I think it was caught, and she posted it on her story.
She's like, she literally caught us. Dude.
Oh man.
But
Nobody checked that.
no judges saw it, so.
Should just put like a sticker over it.
I was like,
That's funny. I did not know about that either.
That's what Carol
So
said.
many penalties.
Yeah. Carol was just like, put it in your head to like not help your partner. I know it sounds weird, but like when you're on the skier, don't hand them the thing. When you're on the rower, completely move out the way. You're not like trying to like,
You can't hand off the handles.
Yeah,
You have to
just-
completely let go, get off, and then the other
let
person
them
gets
take
on.
over.
What about the farmer's carry?
You
You gotta put it on the floor and then.
Except for the lunges. Those are the ones where they can't touch the ground.
You have to pass it.
So
Yeah.
the bag
many
can't touch the
rules.
ground.
I feel like this is a bad relationship. So many mixed signals. Like, yes, don't help me, but yes, now you have to help me.
Interesting.
kind of questioning the farmer's carry because I'm like,
I have seen people transition in the air, so I've been curious about that.
Ask Carol. Carol will know. Carol.
Get Carol on the pod.
It makes sense to transition, not to swing it to the. To me, it just seems too hard. But I remember seeing the twins doing that, where they would like transition in the swing, and I was like, that seems way too much.
That takes coordination, man. That's,
Yeah.
If you're tired, there's no such thing.
Yeah, no, you got it. It's like, woo! Just
Drop one.
yeah, no.
She would turn around and be like, I didn't have it.
I want you to be looking at me like, look
I'd
at
be like, I didn't hear you say anything, man.
It falls on my
And
foot,
look
and
what
then
you
we're
just
done.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have been like, Mo. Sorry,
Should've
Dan.
watched.
No.
Oh man, I'm scared. Maybe I should.
Is there anything that you would want to redo in the race? Other than that, maybe we should have eaten?
Yes.
Yeah.
I should have
Fuel.
fueled better.
With the farmer's carry, Cameron was like, are we going to run the farmer's carry? Because it was probably one of the easier ones.
Yeah.
But whenever I got there, because I think it's, what's the second to last, third to last? Whenever I got there, I can't run this. But in the future, I think I would want to try to pick up the pace a little bit on that.
Yeah, that's a deceiving station there because it's easy. So you can zip through it, but also now you got to run again.
Yeah.
So you basically
Running.
get no break.
Running and then running.
Yeah, because your partner's also running because they have to keep up with you in the farmer's carry. So you're like, sorry, girl, you're not getting a break.
Wow. That's insane.
Yeah, there's so many things to think about, which I'm glad that we had you guys on it to,
Learn all these tricks and tricks.
or like people who have these questions, like, do you have to be at arm's length away? What happens with this penalty? Or how to communicate with your partner? All these things, like, this helps, and this opened my eyes even more. Is there anybody here? Are you guys planning on doing another duo, a relay, a solo? Like, did
What's
you
next
get that
for you guys?
HYROX bug?
We did get the HYROX bug. I would say everybody here probably wants to do it. I feel like once you do it, you're like, yeah, I got it. We already survived. We just gotta go.
There's supposed to be another HYROX, I think, in Anaheim, California in like December.
Yeah.
And I want to do another doubles. I just feel like with a relay, I wouldn't want to do a whole station just by myself. Even though it's like half the runs and you don't have to do every station, I would want to still split up each station, I think.
Well, when I was asking Amanda too, I was like, oh, okay, well, how is your team finding you? And she's like, girl, you got to find your team. And I was like, wait a minute. The relay, the solo person has to go find them to switch out? And I was like, that's not how I figured it in my head. Maybe that sounds worse than if you just always have your person with you. Like,
yeah, I'm kind of thinking that Vegas probably wasn't the most organized in the relay aspect of it.
Yeah.
You know, it was kind of just, here you go, have fun.
that's what it sounded like.
I think maybe like another venue might do a little bit better. So yeah, I want to try the relay. I want to try a doubles, and I want to try a solo.
Yeah.
So
Try it all. Yeah.
Try it
Just
all.
love it.
Right?
Just
Might
do
as
it.
well
There you
you
go.
get scores in all three and see which one you like, which one. Yeah, it's really good to try. So, yeah. What are you planning?
IDK about the solo still. Like, yes, I'm like, oh, you got this girl to do it, but it just, you're just there suffering
By
by
yourself.
yourself. I'm like, where's my friend? Like, I don't know. I like the idea of doubles for sure. I like suffering with somebody else and like having that person there because I can definitely see like there are moments where you're just like, oh fuck. But like if you have somebody with you, you're like, okay, like I gotta do it because she has to do it. Like I can't
accountability.
I can't let her down. Yeah.
I think you kind of get trauma bonded there. You know?
Yeah. And then true, the training leading up to it and everything, it makes sense. That's awesome. Anaheim, here we come.
All right, I'm going to do closing then.
Right.
Ready? Thank you, Savannah, Cameron, and Pam, for sitting down with us and giving us your HYROX experience and the duo and what started it leading up and then afterwards. And we can't wait to see you guys in December.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. Anaheim Disneyland trip.
She throws it. I know. Make it happen, people.
Disneyland trip. After it,
Celebratory
yeah. That would be
The
really
walk around.
fun.
Yeah.
We're all like,
more steps. Yeah.
But on that note, we're going to wrap up this episode of Savagely Scaled. We hope this episode was your swig of pre-workout. It was for us. And getting through the day, maybe even dive into a gym that has a HYROX. Or if you're in Kingman, come try one out. Your first class is free. Carol's an amazing coach. She sets it up so well. But yeah, come try it out in Kingman CrossFit. If you like this episode, make sure you subscribe, follow, leave us a review, and share with a friend or someone in the gym who's thinking about HYROX. And if you go to the gym, ask some of these ladies about their experience. They're going to tell you everything that they loved about it and possibly what they would change or not for next time. And they're awesome duos and teams for coming up. And remember, if you have an episode idea you want to dive into, want to be featured on our affiliate segment, or just want to chat fitness with us, you can reach out to us on Instagram at Savagely Scaled or email us at savagelyscaled1@gmail.com. As always, don't be a Karen,
Be a share.
and keep sharing. Until
We meet.
at the whiteboard again.
Bye.